great weather. So we're going to be doing some interviews here, showing you what some of the event is like, what people get up to here, and just the picturesque town of Bright, how beautiful it is. Bright is in northeast Victoria, I'm pretty sure. I'm winging it there. Northeast Victoria, so if you've never visited before, very, very pretty town here, and there is lots and lots of cars here. So anyway, let's get to it. Let's go show you some cars. We're in a great lineup of cars here with all these 34s and a really good variety. So Joe, this car is brand new.
Brand spanker.
And you drove it here.
Drove from Sydney.
That is a real credit. So because a lot of people know that I drove my car that was 2 days old, drove it up to Alice Springs. When did you actually finish it?
Finished on the Friday night.
And you drove it up the next day?
Friday.
There you go. You can't complain with that. So it's your first hot rod, or have you had other hot rods as well?
I've had a hot rod before. I've had a 32 5-window coupe.
And you got rid of it 32 5-window.
Yeah,
so family, did you have to, is that why? Yeah.
3 kids.
Yeah, 3 kids, and that's what we do. We end up in tutors. But it just goes to show there are ways to get the kids around and still have fun as well. Now, black paint, how are you finding that so far?
Oh, it's hard to keep clean.
What colour was your coupe?
It was orange.
Oh, yeah.
Orange.
I had an orange roadster as well, much easier than black. And are you getting a bit of the OCD at the moment when people go near it? Because
Exactly,
I was having a look inside of it before because the windows are quite dark on it, and I said somewhere around the owner will be like, she's not touching my car, is she? And I was looking at some of the other cars. I noticed you've gone rubber on the running boards.
You have to.
Smart choice,
yeah,
smart choice
100%.
there, because it's so hard to get in and out without like running your foot over it.
Exactly.
So car was built by
Andy's Restoration.
Andy's Restoration. So you're from Sydney, so like I said, fairly decent drive to get down. You're in a fresh car. And the trim?
Steve from Moultrie.
Steve from Moultrie. It's a beautiful car. You've done a beautiful job on there. Yeah. And what size engine are you running in there?
It's only a freight engine, 350.
350, but hey, that's enough to do the job, and a
Cruiser.
nice comfy cruiser to do a run like that. Not an animal on fuel or anything like that.
No, that's why I built it, see?
Yeah.
So I can just
Nice
get in
family
there, start,
car.
and take off.
Hey, who'd complain for that, for a family car, right?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Do the kids love it as well?
Love it.
Yeah, it's always, and it's great when the kids actually do enjoy coming down, getting in the car. Do you have aircon?
It's not plumbed up, but
Yeah.
it's aircon ready
Yeah,
to
a
go.
lot of the tutors, yeah. And again, on a great motor, nice and easy to put it together as
That's
well.
right,
Yeah, nah, very, very nice. So you've been to Bright before as well?
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's probably our 50
Plenty of
year up.
times. Yep. So we've got plenty of people who are long-time Bright attendees. Unlike Greg, who's filming right now, who this is his first year. So we'll have to get Greg's feedback on what he thinks. Yeah, he's never been before, so he's come up this weekend for the first time.
Yeah.
Greg doesn't show his face on the camera much though, but we might be able to.
We'll get Randy, you reckon?
Yeah, that's right. I reckon we will. Well, thanks for talking to us. You have a fantastic weekend, and you have a safe drive home as well. But you've obviously made it down here in one piece,
excellent.
so that's fantastic to see. See you later, guys. everyone. We are on the main street of Brighton. We've found Norm here. It is Remembrance Day, so there's not too many cars cruising around, which kind of works for us at the moment because we're actually going to be able to hear us talking. So Norm here has got an Aussie 5-window coupe, so it's a 34. Now, they are not very common because obviously this is a steel car.
Correct.
And they were only built here in Geelong and Victoria. So this one's been chopped.
Yeah,
so
3-inch chop.
3-inch chop. That's a nice chop on a 34. And how long have you had it, Norm?
I've had it for 11 years now.
11 years.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's been painted for 11 years?
No, got painted 4 years ago.
4 years ago?
Yeah.
And there has been some serious amount of cleaning going on in there. So what size engine are you running?
It's got a 383 Chef.
Yep.
With a 671 blower on it.
Yep.
Joe blow injection.
Yep, nice. It's very, very tidy looking car. So what made you go for an Aussie 5-window? Is it because it was something a bit different?
I've always loved them.
Yeah.
I love how the back of it lodges down like that.
Yeah.
3-inch chop.
So if you
nice.
if you ever look at an American 5-window compared to an Aussie one, the difference is once you know the difference, you really can pick it. They're a lot rounder with the American ones, and like I said, they are very unique here. And you'll also know that they're always steel because they don't do a reproduction 5-window Aussie body. So yeah, so they are very, very unique. So yeah, have you had other cars as well before this?
I have, yeah. I had a FC Holden with a 307 Chevy in it.
Yep.
That was running nitrous.
Yep. And what times did you do in that?
That ran 11.2, I think.
Yeah, nice. But it's funny, a lot of us, if you do ask that question, a lot of us have come from having other cars before we get into a hot rod. So did you build this yourself?
Yeah, I did, yes.
That's a fair crack effort. Because so you obviously got this, so was it a driving car or did you,
No.
with a body?
It was just a body with a chassis.
Yep.
But I changed all that anyway because I wasn't happy with it.
Yep. But it's a lot of work with a steel car. I mean, it's worth it in the end, but there is a lot of work, and especially Aussie 5-windows, because a lot of them, the workhorses, a lot of them as well, you know, sometimes they weren't always the best, well looked after, and they've been around for a long time. And how many years have you been coming to Bright?
I've been coming now 6-7 years.
Yeah, love it?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
The atmosphere's great.
Yeah,
Nice cars.
Yeah. And you guys have come all the way down from New South Wales, so it's definitely worth the trip if you're going to come down. Are you going to be doing some cruising again later on?
Yeah, no, I will. I'll fire it up and go.
So the street is shut, as I said, due to Remembrance Day, but it is going to open up again a little bit later, so we'll see some of these cars actually moving around, which is one of the things that makes Bright so good when that cruising starts and that atmosphere really kicks off on a great day like today. It's definitely worth the trip. Well, thanks for showing us your car, and if anyone's from New South Wales, you will see Norm's car up and about up there. It was at Maguire's earlier in the year.
Top 6 of Superstars.
That's pretty awesome. That just goes to show the quality of the car. So, because Motorex was on in July, and next year it's back on again in Melbourne. It's coming down our way down there as well. So no doubt we'll be down there as well. Well, thanks a lot, Norman. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
That's a whole lot of fun under a boat. It does. So did you drive it here this weekend?
No.
Oh.
Too much petrol.
What sort of gears are you running in the dip? Has it got 9-inch?
9-inch.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, 411s up the highway is, yeah, I've done that. I drove this, the Roadster. I should point to it, you don't want to look at. The Roadster I drove up to Summernotes with 411s. Yeah, they don't really like it on the big trip. So okay, I'll give credit where it's due there. We'll excuse you for that, Pat. And so how long you had the car for?
Yeah, 14.
And why an XP? Just like them? Yeah, that's right. Functional as well. You can get all your mates in there.
That's right.
I don't know if you do a pub run in this at all, but no, probably not. If you're fast run to the pub, it would be there. So you're enjoying your day. You've been parked here most of the day, haven't you?
Most of the day.
You've been doing some laps as well.
Yeah, just come back there.
Yeah, doing some laps. There we go. So you might get some footage of Pat cruising. And have you come up with some mates today?
Yes, my brothers, nephews.
Brothers and nephews.
12, 15.
Do they have cars as well up here? And what have they got?
Fairlanes,
Yep.
Mustangs,
Yep.
Galaxy.
Oh, there's a lot of Fords in that group. Any Holdens in the group?
There's a Rambler.
Oh, well, Rambler. That's a bit different. And that's what's it's interesting here this weekend because I've just seen a rotary driving around here, which is very distinct when you hear it. It's become a little bit of everything here. It's
very nice.
It's very, and I tell you, one of the things about Bright is sitting where you are. You've picked a good spot. You've got here at the right time. Is the people watching and the car watching. Even if you don't have a car and you sit here and just there's so much atmosphere here, isn't there? Like, is that, yeah. How many years have you been coming to Bright?
10.
Yeah. So you've been coming
I've
here
been
for a
here
long time. Yeah. No, it's definitely a weekend worth coming up to, isn't it, with your mates? So grab your mates, get on up, bring a car. Whether you tow it, whether you drive it, who cares? Just get up here. It is going absolutely nuts down here on the main street now. The crowd's huge, heaps of cars getting around. So
People everywhere.
there is. It's mayhem down there. So no, it's good to see. Well, you have a great weekend, Pat. Thanks for being on the show and thanks for sharing your car with us.